Hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievable whipping here.
This old job is always causing stress.
I'm touching the truck here perfectly.
All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest.
Man, I got some video footage.
Night is on the way.
Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside.
Down in trouble water.
You just wouldn't believe how much rock in the truck is. Oh shit!
Oh, man, drunk donkey, IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away.
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
Among my friends.
Tremendous
Mike's where the page goes live.
coming in. Currently, I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries. But semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet, but man, the trees beside me are completely sideways. I'm not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is the tropical storm. I think we're seeing a little higher gusts. So I got the back turned right now and trying to keep the camera from getting wet. We're in Key Largo. We're in the eye of Ada.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Look at that. We are jamming to a little Andy Simmons. It's Thursday night. I know Thursday night is on the way. So I always play that one on Thursday, if I remember. Yeah, that was back when we had our first beer release. That was a lot of fun. Many years ago at Troubled Waters. I actually drove by there yesterday. Saw it, still there. Good to see, man. I think his name was Kevin, and his dad, fireman. So if you're ever in Safety Harbor, check them out. They had a lot of fun with our first tropical IPA. Good morning, Miss Sheila Ross, Miss Shelley. What's up, Tracy? I see a bunch of folks jumping on here. We are going to talk tropics. There is a little bit out there in the weather world we're going to get at. We got the Gulf. We got a little bit of weird coastal low action that we saw yesterday on the coast of Florida, believe it or not, and it's going to turn itself around the coast all the way through the Carolinas up till maybe Sunday, maybe. Have to show you that one. That was a little interesting. Morning, Dale. What's up? Christy from the Panhandle, ready to read. What's up? Eric, my buddy. What's up with them Rays, man? They go ahead, then they lose, and they go ahead, and then they get behind, and they lose, and bummer, man. They keep losing by one run, it seems like. So hey, who are we? We are Mike's weather page, the Daily Brew. Been doing this since like 2015. And it's always been a little bit of everything. Dog, softball, who knows. I'm just a weather blogger, nothing official, of course. We always refer to the National Hurricane Center and National Weather Service for any official weather information. But we do talk about what's out there, models, and what's coming, the future. We love to talk about that. So thanks for joining us. We're streaming live on Facebook, of course, on this page. I got a secondary page, Tropical Update for the season. I try to keep that all tropics. If you haven't seen it yet, it's only tropics. So if you don't like shenanigans, I try to post tropics over there only. And of course, Twitter and YouTube. YouTube's been going really good. I guess people like watching it on YouTube. You like YouTube? All right, so hey, we got the big 4th of July weekend coming up. Hope you got some plans. The weather looks pretty good for everybody. We'll show you that towards the end. But so far, there's no weather systems for at least the United States. So, looks pretty good. If you got plans on Monday. Thank you, Sheila. Appreciate that. Hey, morning, John Ferguson. Love your Furman generator cover setup there. Good morning, Kitchen. I saw you over on Twitter today. Cindy Norman, what's up? But hey, I'm heading there today in Tampa. If you're stocking up in Florida, there's only one place to go. We got the big holiday weekend ahead, so give our fine friends at Fine Wine and Spirits a visit. Tell them you are MWPs, and they will appreciate that. So we'll be heading there to Tampa here later today, Louie. I got to get my jack. I don't put it in any. I like it's more for decoration. I don't really I don't drink it. I just like to look at it. All right, so we'll pop the map on right here real quick as we say hello to a few more folks. It takes everybody a little while to get logged in. That's why we like to do these little morning get-togethers. Had a great little lunch yesterday. We talked about Emily's journey in math, and I met the owner of Mathnasium, Andrew Kelly, yesterday, and we had some great stories to tell. Turned out he is a Air Force vet that was a Met. He was a meteorologist in the services there, and he was around during Hurricane Andrew. So that was pretty cool. We're talking about some fun stuff. Shelly keeps telling me, and I agree with her, that we have to do more educational. I do about 7 or 8 Great American Teach-Ins every year, but we're going to do some more stuff with math and weather, because 90% plus of being a meteorologist is math. So, I think it's great. I think I'm gonna, with Andrew and doing some Q&A and getting the kids more involved in what it takes to be a meteorologist, and so we'll be doing that. But Emily will be heading there today. She goes to the one at Countryside here at home. And good luck to her. I think she's got a test today. Oh my God, she's in there studying right now. She had to take summer classes because she got a low grade. We talked about it yesterday, but thanks to their help, she might have an A. That gets that GPA up big time. It's all about the GPA, Louie. Right? So, but anyway, it was a great meeting, and highly recommend them. If you got any kids that are having trouble in math and want to just get better in math, it's all about, my dad's like, you gotta know math. My dad's always been that way. He's like, you gotta know math. You gotta know math. I made it through math somehow. I don't know how. It's hard, man. It's not easy. Now I have a calculator. Remember the Texas Instrument calculators? All of us that grew up in the 90s, like I did, 80s, 90s. Remember the old Texas Instrument calculators that had like a bazillion buttons on them? And I don't even know what any of those buttons did. I was just looking through 1 through 0. Yeah, so there you go. So Louis over there kissing his brother. So all right, so let's talk about, we got 4 things to talk about. We got the Gulf, which is still spinning. There could be, this still could be an official, they're saying it could still be a tropical depression before landfall. Landfall's later today. So the NHC's keeping it at 40%. Rain, the big thing. Some storms in off of the Gulf. Nothing's really changed on this forecast, except it's still going to be sneaky here in the last second. So we're going to digest that. We also have, let's just put the big picture up here. Let's pull this one up. And I'll talk about what we're going to talk about. Talk about what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about this Gulf juice going kind of north. Believe it or not, it always showed that little turn north. PTC2, the longest PTC on the planet, next to Alex. Remember PTC here? Alex took forever. Well, now this one's taking forever, but it should become Bonnie. Like I said, it could be a race. If the Gulf got sneaky today, could be a race to who's Bonnie first, but this one's definitely going to plop on over to the other side. Going to be a big rain event, unfortunately, down in Central America. That's coming tomorrow pretty much, so got to keep an eye on that one. This one's down to 10%, dropping like a rock. 10%. We talked about that a lot. It hasn't changed. There's a lot of wind shear out ahead. Doesn't look like it's going to develop. However, it is going to bring moisture. Look at that. That moisture trail is going to go northwest regardless. Some of that moisture could reach the Bahamas next Tuesday, Wednesday, into Florida even. So watch that. This thing's going to ride along the high pressure system, spin around it, and we could see some increased moisture, believe it or not, next week. That should not arrive by the 4th. It should be more Tuesday, Wednesday. So 4th looks good. And then, of course, we got that African wave here. Keep an eye on that. So we'll talk about it. And the most interesting thing, I think, is this that we saw yesterday. There's actual low that's going to skirt around and go out here. And it's actually got some spin to it. And unfortunately, it's going to be pumping in off of that warm Gulf Stream. Remember what Jimmy Buffett said? Squalls out on the Gulf Stream. Big storm coming soon. So everybody, cheers to that. They gave me a cup. That's why I'm drinking out of it. I love coffee cups. Yeah, I did the first thing ever today. Oh my gosh. I put the K-cup in without a cup. But the geniuses at K-Cup figured out the little bottom container was exactly the amount, math again, had the volume of a coffee cup. So I didn't have much spillage, but I wasted a whole cup. It didn't go anywhere. I thought about taking it out and dumping it into the cup, but I'm sure there's a lot of grind. You don't know what's living in the bottom of that thing. So anyway, first time ever in a bazillion years, I put the coffee cup in without the K-cup. Go figure. So that's crazy. All right, here's your latest spaghetti models just to show you. Now, this has been really a cool system. We talked about this a week ago Monday. We were bringing this up. The Icon had nailed this one. My buddy, the Icon. These are your latest 12Z Tropical Tidbits models. These are a blend of all the models, and it has indeed made that turn, and it's going to turn up now. It's got 12 hours maybe. I don't know. It's got today. But there you go. General motion. Most of your rains are going to be on the north and the east side. Some of these rains are already kind of kicking into the Louisiana area and Mississippi even. We do have some shear coming in from the southwest, kind of pumping that up. But the interesting thing is we have seen quite a bit of tropical flare-ups here. And we'll see what it does. There you go. Look at that boom. I mean, that's ugly. It's not a very good-looking little system. But there is quite a bit of convection, and that's near in the Houston area. Lots of rain getting ready to come on board. So this is going to be bubbling throughout the day today. Just kind of keep an eye to the sky and watch the radar. Some of these, as we saw with any tropical low system, we could see storms rolling in. It does have a well-defined center, believe it or not. It's just not very organized around that center. But it does have spinach. And anytime, you get the north and the east side, you could get some storms coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico there. So that'll be what to watch today. Heavy rains, up to 5 to 6 inches now is predicted in spots. As we see, the more the system becomes a little bit more developed, the rain chances have increased. So it could be some flooding today to watch out for. But always watch for these surprise little storms that come in on the north and the east side. Flood potential map. Definitely showing it a little bit today. There's your slight chance for flooding. That's today. It actually stretches a little bit into Louisiana, and then here's tomorrow. Same thing. So today and tomorrow. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. It'll be gone by Saturday. It'll be pumping northwards. So yeah, you never know. And the SPC still hasn't gone dark green yet. I'm surprised. So we'll see. They're not showing any storm potential yet, but I suspect we're going to see some storm potentials increase here across eastern Texas into Louisiana. We'll see. We'll probably see dark green later. I would think. That's it on that little guy. I want to go into everything. The water's super duper hot. There isn't a lot of shear. It's just not very organized. Very low shear in the Gulf. Here's the Gulf map. It kind of stops here at Texas, but this general area right here is showing you almost no wind shear. It doesn't have a mid-level low is the problem. Shear tendency. Here's the Gulf. Kind of hard to see, but you'll see it when I circle it. Here's your Gulf. Very low shear, man. Very, very low shear. Very surprising that this thing hasn't been able to do anything. No dust. But hey, tropics are trippy. They're trippy too. There's no dry air in the dust or in the Gulf. This is your dry air map. Nothing. Gulf's dry or wet. It's not dry. Hey, knock it off. Yeah, I'm talking to you. No more, Louie. Louie. He's gonna get one last lick in. That's all. And he walks away. He likes to give his brother kisses. We're not that kind of family, but brothers kissing, that is. We like love. We just don't. All right, so we're keeping an eye. That's pretty interesting. There's some heavy storms coming in off the coast right now. Look at those little guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be sneaky little storms coming in. Could be some heavy flash flooding rains. I'd be, really worried about that, especially, they haven't had a lot of rain out there in a while, so the ground's pretty hard, which means it's going to have a hard time soaking in right away. But there you go. Look at that. Heavy rain rolling in Galveston near Houston. This is all kind of pumping in north. So there you go. No big surprises, right? Models have been on it. On it like Donkey Kong. On it like Donkey Kong. All right, let's talk about PTC number 2. So PTC number 2, longest PTC on the planet. Let's talk about that. We'll leave that up for a second. I'm going to drink some more coffee. All right, so let's get some updates. Hey, I got some stars, Don. Thank you. Jamie getting nasty storms again. I know, Jamie, you still got that kind of old frontal boundary just been hanging out yesterday too, right? So weird flow pattern. This high pressure let's go to this real quick. Let me just show you what's happening here. It's very fascinating to me watching this unfold. Unfold. Breaking news. So the pattern that we're in Florida is really odd. We got a flow here around that's pumping in afternoon storms, but we're going to talk a lot about this little low pressure system here, which is very interesting. But definitely getting some flow here off the Gulf here for Pensacola and Upper Gulf. Been really stormy in this area right here. Yesterday we had a lot of flooding in northern Florida and up into Georgia, and that can remain. A lot of tropical juice out there. A lot of moisture in the air. You can see that with the precipitable water map here on Bay News 9. It's a great image here that shows you precipitable water. Anything green is moisture in the atmosphere. So anytime you get any wind flow, that's pumping in that moisture up and above, and storms start popping. So there's plenty of moisture in the sky to unload. Unload! All right, so PTC number 2. It's always a race. YouTube versus Facebook. Jamie, what's up? It's intense. Joanne's in Galveston. All right, look at that. You got some rain on your doorstep. What's up, Marcia? How's it going? What's up, Chris? I don't know if I got your email. Make sure you get right email. I don't know. I don't monitor my email. I get so many dang emails. It's ridiculous. All right, so PTC number 2. PTC number 2 rode along a lot of land, crossed all the islands, and brought a lot of rain. Never got organized. Now it's got a little window. Hurricane watches are up here in Nicaragua. Pink is hurricane watches. So it's got a little window of opportunity now. Here we go. We can put the track on. Could intensify close to a hurricane by landfall. Oh, I got a zit. Remember the days of growing up? Zits. So it's, here we go. PTC going to be, this is tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock Eastern. So it'll be near landfall tomorrow. So it could be a pretty strong little tropical storm. And there you go. And that high pressure, of course, that we've been talking about happened. And it could become a hurricane way out here on the Pacific side. So it looks like they're maintaining intensity in that case. Because the storm doesn't lose tropical characteristics, it'll remain Bonnie when it enters the Pacific. So it'll be Bonnie all the way through Costa Rica there. And we'll be maintaining Bonnie into the Pacific. All right, so the big threat, of course, is rain. Let's look at some rain maps for our friends down south. I know we actually had a lot of people chiming in that live in that area. Let's look at some of the Euro rain maps here for Central America. That's going to be the biggest threat, obviously. It's not, they've dealt with winds before, but oh man. The rain obviously is what they're going to be watching. So let's pull this up and take a look at the Euro's thinking. Luckily, it's moving kind of fast. So there you go. Purple, unfortunately, could be close to a foot of rain. Whites are 6, 7, 8. So, we could have half a foot to a foot of rain here in spots. So that'll be the big threat, is rainfall tomorrow into Saturday. Robert Peters, yeah. So Alex is the longest PTC ever, and now Bonnie. This is the year of the PTCs. So big rain, of course. High end winds. I'm sure they're getting ready for that. This is the latest track here on the Euro where the heaviest rains are going to be. And then we can look at the official rain maps here. Let's take a look at that. There's the latest on that. So I don't know. I showed the rain. We know that. I'm going to look at this other thing here now. Let's talk about this. So the far Atlantic wave is down to 10% today. So let's get that out of the way. This little guy right here, 10%. Like I said, and it's lower. It was 30% yesterday. Not a lot of model support. Juice maker, general low pressure. I know I already talked about it, but rain. So not going to talk too much about that one right now. There's really no model showing any support. So there you go. Close to home. This has got my curiosity pegged a little bit. There's our low spinner Invest 95 going north. But look at this little guy. Look at this interesting little guy. Look at this little guy. Riding up Interstate 95. Keith Harris got me streaming on the big screen. Oh, man, I just picked my nose on the big screen. Oh, my God. I did see the announcement about the Rays. Who said that? Dale? I did, but, man, it just seems like they just keep on dragging this thing out. But, hey, at least a lot of development going on in St. Petersburg. Maybe they see the fact that, hey, we can't lose a Major League Baseball team. It brings a lot of economic to the area, not only to the Rays, but all to the businesses, the hotels, townhouses, tourism. So yeah, they'd be silly not to lose the Rays. So I have a good feeling that maybe they'll figure something out. I hope. I'm reading some more stuff. Brandon, I know Brandon, no name. I don't know what. I guess it doesn't fit the definition. You gotta have well-defined circulation with storms around it and low level, and the hurricane hunters could never find a true closed low to scientifically declare it. It's all that whole deal with Sandy that happened years ago, right? Once it became subtropical, they were going to drop watches and warnings, and the National Hurricane Center didn't track subtropical systems back then. Man, Hunter, you're making all kinds of noise, buddy. He's eating his bone, man. He's tearing it up. Love how he holds the bone up like this and the bone's up in the air and he's gnawing on it. I'll have to show you what it looks like. Every day I take a picture like this. This is cool. I'll have to show you. He's so cute. I'm going to make him look at me. I'm going to take a picture of him. Here we go. Hunter. Hunter. He thinks I'm on him now. Hunter. All right. Well, this is what he does during the whole... Look at this. That's between my feet. Look at little Hunter. He's got his toys. He's chewing on his bone. They are so excited, by the way, that we're going camping this weekend. They ran out the door yesterday, and they ran outside excited. Mike Soul, that's cruel, man. They still get 15,000 people. You know, if you multiply 15,000 people for 80 home games or whatever, they still get like 1.5 million people. That's a lot of $10 beers. All right, so there we go. There's our little nothing tropical, nothing in formation. Nobody's talking about it as far as developing anything, but it is out there. Yesterday we saw a lot of storms coming in off of the coast, and this whole energy level came up from the Bahamas. It was down in the Bahamas a couple days ago. This big old juicing, and it's getting pulled north because of the high pressure. High pressure, remember, spinning counterclock or clockwise, blowing it up. I don't know if you can handle them grunts or not, but they drive me. Ugh. All right, so here's what it looks like. Let's take a look at what's happening on the Florida East Coast. So a quick look at the vorticity here on the Tropical Tidbit site. This is really neat. We saw this yesterday, and it's still on tap today. This is the spinach map, basically. Let me get a little closer here, southeast. Here we go. So this is not the one I wanted. This one. All right, this shows you the spin. If you saw the wind barbs, you see clear rotation. But what's interesting with the Euro, it rides it right along the coast here. This is tomorrow morning. It's up by Jacksonville, Savannah, Brunswick. And look at this. Through Friday afternoon, it goes through South Carolina. And it actually gets picked up a little bit more low pressure spin here. This is through Saturday. This is Saturday. And there's getting into Sunday. And then by Sunday morning, afternoon, it's gone. But that is interesting. That's a little bit of sign that we're going to see coastal storms riding up that Gulf Stream through the week here, the next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's really interesting. So if you're living along the coast, definitely look at that. You know, I mean, it's only going to be a coastal thing, but that little low pressure area could cause a little havoc through Friday, Saturday, and a little bit into Sunday. That's the icon here. GFS, you know, we don't watch the GFS anymore. It's never right. Wonder what the HMON's doing on our Invest 95L. Not really doing anything. There's a big old blob of rain. So the reason that we got flooded, this is back to golf again. I flip-flop back and forth a lot. But the reason we have a lot of potential flooding in Louisiana, the system's going due north now. But again, everything's always on that eastern side, pumping in from the Gulf of Mexico. So we could have some big, heavy rain today, tonight, and tomorrow here for eastern Texas into Louisiana to watch out for. Flooding, definitely. Rain training, you just never know. So definitely keep your eye on the radar on that. But anyway, back to Florida. Let's take a look at the bigger picture here. We can look at, it's a cool map. I shared this map the other day. It was really cool. Everybody liked it. It was, it's a lightning map on the GOES satellite. Oh, how are we going to do? I guess this might show everything. Yeah, it kind of shows it. This one's got the lightning, which is really neat. This is all the lightning this morning as the sun came up. So this kind of shows you where all the activity is this morning. And there you go. you know, you still got this leftover juice down here in Upper Gulf. A lot of thunder and lightning this morning. There's our NBES 95 thunder, and then there's our east coast of Florida. You know, nothing. It's all sloppy, but it's juicy. Juicy. Rip current. Yeah, Shelly, you heard it. He's gone. Thank goodness. Here's your 24-hour rain map showing you pretty heavy-duty rain in 24 hours in Texas here. We can get some more high-resolution maps here than that. Let's go take a look at more rain for Texas and Louisiana. Look at 24-hour rainfall here. So there you go. This is your rainfall. Man, pretty heavy stuff. Look at that. There's a possibility. That could definitely be some flooding going on there. Then look at that. This is through Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday, it really starts to fizzle out of here. So your big rains are today and tomorrow. There's today through tomorrow. And then it kind of fizzles out for Saturday. So your reds, total rainfall. We'll just put it right here. This is through, let's just do total rainfall through Saturday morning. And there's that. So we'll just leave that up for a second. Here's your total rainfall through Saturday morning. A lot of spots, 5 to 6 inches now. We didn't have that yesterday. But 6 inches possible. Anything brown and gray, sorry if you're colorblind. You got a lot of friends that are colorblind. It's fascinating to me. I try to understand it. I'm like, well, what do you see? What do you? I mean, you get used to it, obviously, but what's a rainbow look like? I don't know. If I took my contacts out, I couldn't see my face. My contacts are so dang thick, man. They're like a sheet of glass. They're so thick. I need LASIX. LASIX will be at Walmart one day, and that's when I'm going to do it. Jane, I just showed it. Southeast of North Carolina, you're going to have storms coming up through you Saturday. So there's your rainfall. You know, could have some isolated 5, 6, 7 inches plus. Definitely. It's definitely something to watch. It's not going to stop, not going to stall. It's not organized, but that's a lot. There's going to be some flooding, you know, places that are already dry. And, you know, we got some of these going in Louisiana. So there you go. Back to that other spot. This is kind of a good graphic to show. Remember yesterday? So this is your Euro ensembles. And kind of shows what we're looking at here is this is the wave behind PTC. None of these are even showing development into a tropical depression or storm. So very little support of anything developing. And yesterday we started seeing a few lines here, meaning like maybe redevelopment after it exits this shear zone. But nothing really showing today. But definitely moisture. You're gonna get rain. I mean, this rain, you can track it here on Levi's site. Now that he's added the precipitation. You'll see it, you know, this is it right here. You'll see the juice. It'll pretty much work its way up around the Bermuda High, and here's rain over Hispaniola on Sunday. It stops there because it's 6Z, but you know, there's some rain over the Bahamas. This is on Monday, July 4th. There's a high pressure system, so it's kind of riding this high pressure system around. It's weak. But this is basically the wave is here now, and this is next Monday. So it could end up making its way some into Florida, up in that rain chances maybe Tuesday a little bit. Up in the rain chances, nothing organized. So we're kind of getting into a little lull here. Good news. Need a little break on silliness. I think so the hurricane hunter is supposed to head out later today, by the way. If the storm doesn't, they're probably going to head out there. But if the center makes land, hurricane hunters don't track over land. So they're supposed to go out there later early this afternoon, and track it. So we'll keep an eye on that. Global Tropics Hazards Map. This is updated. I haven't looked at it, but they updated it to show PTC and our Gulf spot. There's PTC and there's our Gulf spot. But the thing to note here is the following week, July 6th to the 12th, nothing. But we also saw that they were wrong on this one too. So, but there's our spots. What else can we look at that's cool right now? So we do have an official low, by the way. Going back to the Florida thing, it is an official low. I thought this was interesting to show. This is the official surface chart here for the National Weather Service and NOAA. So they are showing that Florida low. Interesting, right? And it's going to ride itself up the coast. So that'll be interesting. Be some windy. Let's take a look at windy, by the way. Let's see what kind of winds we can get. As Chris said, it'll definitely be choppy on the Atlantic side. If you're out there, you got to be careful. You know, these incoming winds here off of the Atlantic could get quite strong. So as we get into tomorrow, let's go back today. There's our little low pressure system. Nothing too bad, I guess. Yellows are 25 miles an hour, but you know, here's a Euro, week low. This is Savannah. This is tomorrow, 11 a.m. You definitely see spinach out there, right? There's your little low pressure spot. It's going to be passing Jacksonville and Brunswick tomorrow early, and it's going to be here midday tomorrow, Savannah. A little more windy tomorrow. Check this out. You know, little low is going to kind of make its way over land here in South Carolina a little bit, but look at these winds into Myrtle Beach. This is Friday tomorrow, so July 4th week. This is probably something worth posting, but you know, July 4th weekend tomorrow, it could be quite windy here. Look at this. These winds are coming in off of the Atlantic. So Myrtle Beach right here, Myrtle Beach. I know there's going to be a ton of people at Myrtle Beach Friday night, so there'll be some big winds coming in off of the Atlantic. And when I say big winds, let's see what it says. Nothing too big, 30 mile an hour. Nothing too big. GFS obviously is always way off, but that's, you know, it's been showing up quite well. There's the icon, a little slower. So there's the icon. Saturday, 10 a.m. A little slower. There's your low pressure right here. Here, Saturday at 10 a.m. But, you know, it could be some big winds rolling in this weekend, so. Definitely. High support of coastal windage. Here's the HRR. Stop Saturday at 2 a.m. But look at these winds on the HRR. That's some big winds, Charleston. Could be some coastal flooding for Charleston. You know, low-lying Charleston gets a lot of flooding. HRR showing some heavier winds rolling in Saturday. So definitely a windy, coastal, juicy possibility here. Look at the rains on Saturday 2 a.m. Look at that. This is our low pressure sliding up the coast. Look at that graphic. Almost looks tropical. Look at that circle. So anyway, a lot of, you know, rain. Right, look at that. Look at the Euro here, 2 a.m. So here's Friday 2 p.m. So Friday, Saturday, unfortunately, could be quite messy if you're staying there in the Carolinas. Here's the Euro, Saturday, 7 a.m. Pretty good little line. See, look at this, the Euro. You can see the low right here, Saturday, 7 a.m. We're seeing a flow here out ahead of it. Nobody's talking about this. Nothing organized, but enough to ruin some early weekend plans. Sunday should be pretty much out of here. So there's the good news. Sunday, and definitely Monday. So the coastal low is gone Sunday. Monday looks pretty darn good. So fireworks. I don't know when they're doing fireworks. Monday night? Is most people doing fireworks Monday night? I don't know. Hit or miss. Well, what's up, Lisa? Good morning. I remember you, Lisa. Candy, thank you. Ha! Somebody sitting on a toilet watching me. Hey, I probably would do the same thing. Robert Jennings, I don't see anything yet coming off of Africa yet. That's the good news. There is a wave out there right now that came off of Africa last couple days ago. This little guy right here. This general area here is what's going this way, but you know, nothing yet. Still a little too far south for these to get going. Here's our intra-tropics convergence zone. It's so cool to watch. This is a really good indication of how things get going right here. I love showing this. But this is your intratropics convergence zone right here. And anytime you get a little low pressure riding attached to it, sometimes the winds come down and they actually can help start spinach. So this low pressure will be barreling along, and the winds from the north and the winds from the south actually aid in the development and the spin. If everything else lines up, that means no dry air. Like PTC 2 was going 30 mile an hour yesterday, and that's impossible to get organized. So it all depends on a lot of factors, but this intertropics convergence zone with waves coming off of Africa, this is the time to watch these, usually late July and August, September. Usually not in June. A lot of wind shear down there, and a little too far south, they end up crashing into South America. What's up, Jennifer? How you been? Have a great 4th of July. We had Tacos Tuesday. Did trivia last night. 1 year anniversary for our little Oldsmar Tap House trivia. So that was good. What else can we chit chat about? Let's see here. So let's look deeper into the 4th of July weekend. Let's take a look here. Anything brewing in the U.S. for fireworks. All right. So, 2 areas if you're watching today and tomorrow. Invest 95. This little low, not named. We need to name them something. We always name them something. All right, let's see. It was born down in the Bahamas, and he was off the radar. So it's kind of like a Jamaica Mistaka. It was we just call it the Bahama Mama. Let's see if I can spell that. Bahama Mama. That's our Bahama Mama. Bahama Mama is going to be riding up the East Coast. Juicy little rainy maker with some storms. This is Saturday morning. This is Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So these are just afternoon normal storms. There's nothing organized. And realistically, there's really no systems. I mean, here's Monday morning. So the important thing to show on this Monday morning is there's really no organized systems at all. We can see a better look here if we look at the surface analysis for Monday, day through 7. I like this map. I use this one a lot. We haven't used it in a long time, actually. I wonder why. I forgot about it. All right. So here is Saturday rains. That's just normal afternoon thunderstorm stuff. Saturday night into Sunday. There's the big juice out here. Sunday night, normal stuff. Let's just pop up. So there is a frontal line to the north. Sunday night. There's Monday, Sunday night, Monday morning. And really, there's your Monday. Here's your July 4th forecast. So there's really You know? I mean, there's isolated stuff, but nothing, no systems per se. And you can see this on the Storm Prediction Center map. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, so then we'll go to Sunday. This is Sunday and Monday. So at least there's no storms. You know? So yeah, I mean, you know, doesn't look too bad. Nothing organized to ruin any plans. Which is good. So we're going to resort at Canopy Oaks. If anybody's camping, make sure you track us down. I always end up running some MWPs. Last year we had a bunch of people. So if you're at the resort at Canopy Oaks, come hang out. We'll be at the pool. Bahama Mama. That'll be cool. Coming home Monday. No Daily Brew on Monday, July 4th. I'll be coming on home. Probably going to do a Tuesday little fun little weather party at my Oldsmar Tap House here if you live in the area. So we'll be doing that Tuesday night. That'll be fun. Overdue Bill will be singing. So if you like acoustic country, come on by and say hi in Oldsmar. It'll be fun. Maybe I get my buddy Dennis to come out. Dennis Phillips. Had some of his rule number 7 yesterday. It was really good. Julie didn't want to have one, but I made her get one anyway. So it ended up being mine. But Chris, TikToks. I did a TikTok yesterday. I'm embarrassed about it. I'm not going to show it. If you follow me, it was kind of silly. All right, what else we talk about? So weather, you know, everything's pretty cut and dry. You know, we're just watching this thing in real time. I got the radar satellite above me. We can zoom in on it here and take a look. What's really happening? There's that big bubble up there in the Louisiana-Texas state line. Here is our system out there now. Trying to get some spinach. Got clear spinach, by the way, on lower levels. Just not enough to classify it as anything yet. Very clear spin, lower level. Watch right here. You can see it popping in the radar. Just no convection around it, though. Got to have convection around the center for them to take a serious look at it. And I don't think it's got any mid-level spin. Yesterday it had none. Had lower level. Didn't really have any middle level. So 850 definitely got spin. 850 lower level spin, clear as day. 700, yeah, kind of there, but 500 nothing. So nah, we got more 500 level spin I think in Florida. Trying. There's our little Bahama Mama. It's Bahama Mama. North of the Cape. Yellow dots. That's lightning. That was what you asked me last year, Lisa, right? I think. Remember that. What's up, Aspen? Come to Texas. It's coming. What's up, Havamill? Nothing's cooking. All right, well, hey, so I'm taking a picture this weekend. Little bit of fun stuff coming up. So we're pleased to announce we're doing another free giveaway, free Furman generator giveaway. Free Furman generator giveaway. We do a couple a year. They love our page and they support us a lot and they support you. So we're going to be doing this hammock challenge, okay? July 22nd is National Hammock Day. So, little bit of teaser. We're going to put everybody's name in a hat. We're going to do the best hammock photo. I think to keep it fair, all you got to do is submit a picture in a hammock. Now, it doesn't have to be you in a hammock. Maybe like a family member. You know, obviously if you're like my dad, 85, I don't think he's crawling into a hammock. But he could have his grandkids do it. And he could submit it, So we're gonna do We're gonna do a hammock photo challenge. We're gonna be giving away a hammock to a lucky Mike's Weather Page fan. I'm gonna be taking a picture this weekend in a hammock to promote it. So that'll be weird if anybody's camping around us and I'm out there doing photos in a hammock. But that's going to be fun. We'll probably announce it next week. So if you're out partying this weekend, July 4th, and you see a hammock, take a picture. Because we'll be having everybody submit it. It'll be a tri-fuel again. Those are awesome. Those are the bad boys. That's what I got. They're amazing. They'll run on propane gas and natural gas, propane, natural gas, and good old 87 octane gas too. So that'll be fun. That'll be coming up next week. I'll probably promote it Monday. We'll start promoting it on Tuesday. So hey, free giveaway, man. You can't beat it, right? Hey Chris, big offshore boat race this weekend. Yep, I think I remember that. No, Jamie, it's not. It's for anybody. No, they're based out of Arizona, so it's anybody. It could even be our buddy. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think I better not say anything. I don't think they're gonna. Well, shipping could be. I don't know. It's definitely United States. 100%. It could be, and they're big in Canada, so I'll get details to make sure. But they're like number. I can't quote this either, but I think they're the number one generator in Canada. Don't quote me on that, but I think I think they're one of the biggest companies there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on the storm. Just keep an eye on the radar. I love radar scope. Everybody asks me. Obviously I have an app, but for radar, I love radar scope. So if you're looking for multiple apps, definitely have the Weather Page app, but we also like this one here. Let's take a look at Texas and zoom in a little bit. Here's all the storms happening right now. North Gulf. Look at this juice out there. This is crazy. Gulf Shores, Mobile. This is incoming into Pensacola again. A lot of action up there in the upper Gulf. Let's take a look here at our friends in Texas. Whoops. Darn it. Hit the wrong button. Let's go here. See if we got anything. Or maybe Houston. Let's go to the Houston radar. If my Limpkin's back. Have anybody been long enough to know the story of the Limpkin? The Limpkin is that bird that squawked all night long. I went to bed listening to this Limpkin. I woke up in the morning listening to this Limpkin. And it's back. The Limpkin is back. So there you go. There's a live look at the radar. A lot of lightning. Could be some surprise little storms coming in. We'll see what everybody gets. But no real spinach yet. Just a blob. We love blobs. Blobs. We love blobs. Blobs, blobs, blob, blob, blobs. All right. Cool beans. We'll be about an hour. We're going to be live tomorrow, as always. I'll be posting all day long, as always. You can always tune to the page and see what's cooking. I keep this active a lot. I spend a lot of time making sure the site is always going. So you can always go to Mike's Weather Page and get all that you need in the weather world. Keep up to date. I got all the National Weather Service links and direct hometown links up here. Love this one to death. Type in your city and you'll get a National Weather Service forecast. They update it all the time. Love that little setup. Yeah, cool. Got a lot of windows open too. We didn't. Okay, a couple more things. Let's see. I want to show this in case you missed it yesterday. It's exciting news for me. So next weekend, I'll be leaving after our daily brew. We're driving to Atlanta after our show. And I'll be hanging out at the NASCAR race with my buddy Greg. And Habana Brissa is a big fan of ours. They're based out of Florida. Sun Care Company. And they are putting our logo alongside an Xfinity car. Car number 4, JD Motorsports. Drivers Bailey Curry But we're going to have our logo on a NASCAR next week, and I'm going to be there to take pictures, and it'll be like a huge moment for us because everybody knows I love NASCAR. I go to a lot of NASCAR races. Luckily, I got to grow up and be friends with Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards and the Bodines, and long stories there, but I've always been a big fan of NASCAR, even though I don't agree with them sometimes, and definitely don't like the car tomorrow and some of the things they've done over the years, but I still enjoy it. I love the fans, and this year I've been watching it a lot more. That seems like this new car is pretty good for Cup. So anyway, that'll be fun. I can't wait to take pictures. There's Greg in there right now. What's up, Greg? Yeah, big times. Appreciate it. I don't know the logo, Adam. They didn't approve. I don't think they're going to approve the one that made us famous. So we got an altered logo that's more professional. So we'll get that picture soon. It'll be very noticeable, of course, of our brand. So no worries. But yeah. So as a special, they're doing a special discount for all of our fans, and 25% off. Just type that code in, and that's a big discount. So they got some great products. The number one thing everybody told me was they loved about them is they're reef friendly. That's a big deal nowadays. So 100% reef friendly, and American, made in America too. So that's cool. Right here in the great state of Florida. Right up the road from Shelley, actually. So we appreciate it. We're excited about that coming up. Make sure you give them a chance there if you're if you like the sun. I'm trying to be good and actually wear more sunscreen. Like I said, I have a dermatologist. The Need in Dermatology has me on. I have them on speed dial. And living in Florida, I've been a rebel not wearing sunscreen. And I've paid the price. I've had to take a few thingies off over the years. So I don't know why we are so rebellious when it comes to putting sunscreen on. But hey, we're all a bunch of rebels sometimes. But this will be fun. We're going to do a live there. I'm going to do a live with probably the driver, Bailey. We're going to talk about NASCAR, and I'm going to, maybe it'll be right down on pit road or something. It'll be cool. I've always gone live during NASCAR races in the past, and that's nothing new. Back in Daytona days, remember we used to camp there before, the pandemic, and we were there several years and had a lot of fun at Daytona. And then they moved the race. Should have been this weekend coming up. Kids are out of school. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. Indianapolis ended up taking our July 4th race. All these families that had Airbnbs and condos have come down here in the summertime, and now it's in August. The end of August, the beginning of the peak of the hurricane season. So I haven't been back since that because I can't take the kids out of school, and B, I can't enjoy a 5-day camping trip in the peak of hurricane season. So, bummer. We still go to Talladega. Everybody knows that. I'll never forget Dennis Phillips was doing his live before Facebook. I have a picture of Emily when she was about, she had to be 3 years old at Talladega. 3 years old. She's 16 now. And we were watching Dennis. Dennis used to stream on live stream, it was called. And I used to help him a little bit with it. And he was streaming live. And I remember sent a picture of Emily holding the laptop watching Dennis Phillips, and he shared it on the news. It was really cool. And that was like 13 years ago. So I was posting non-weather pics back before it was cool. Hey, Katie. Yeah, I don't know. I heard the same thing. Keep trying. They're working on it. I don't know. No rush. Bill Barber talking about Rusty Wallace. I love Rusty Wallace. He kind of seemed that way, though. He seemed kind of that way. But he was a good racer. Julie and I was at Daytona, or we were at Talladega when Earnhardt won his last race. I'll never forget that. I never took my eyes off of Earnhardt the whole race, and at the whole race he was in the back of the pack. So here comes the pack. Everybody's heads are like, no. And here's my head, no, because I was watching Earnhardt. And he made that run with 5 laps to go. I was jumping up and down. I was like a maniac. And everybody's like, what's this guy doing? And I was seeing it. I was seeing Earnhardt coming. And, man, he took the lead there, with 5 laps to go. Or in 5 laps, he passed like the whole field. That was so exciting. I was a junior's first. Hey, Robert. Yeah, take a look at that, buddy. I was a junior's first Xfinity. Back then it was Busch race, and he flipped. He was in his AC Delco number 3. And I was with my good buddy Jim Fuller, and he got hit coming off corner 2. We were on the back straightaway when they had grandstands. They don't have grandstands back there no more. And I remember I somehow ended up on the row below my buddy Jim. And so Jim's standing here. I'm standing in a row below. I didn't even know I was on a row below. And all of a sudden, Junior spun and he flipped his AC Delco 3. You might remember that. And I remember pounding on Fuller's leg, Jim, because he was over, looking over here. Well, I went down a row. I was pounding on some old dude's head. And he's like, what the hell? And his kid, I thought was going to attack me. Like, well, you hit my dad. I'm like, oh my God. It was the most bizarre thing that ever happened. I was pounding this old man. I thought I was hitting Jim's leg. Jim, look. Here's Junior flipping. And I was pounding this old guy's leg. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a little weird. I got a little trouble on that one. So, all right, well, there you go. Let's keep an eye on our little Invest 95 today. Texas getting some storms. Florida, this little coastal guy is going to be Bahama Mama. Going to be doing this throughout the weekend. So definitely, if you got plans along the beaches, you got to pay attention. Going to have incoming storms throughout the Friday, Saturday. Unfortunately, it's going to be off and on, windy, wavy. And that's it. And if you're tuning in late, the wave behind PTC isn't looking very organized. It's down to 10% now. Yesterday was 30. Now it's only 10. So that's good news. Still Rainmaker. We had a bunch of people chiming in that live down in Puerto Rico and stuff that said that they still don't like a lot of heavy rain. But this one's going to be moving pretty fast. So it's hopefully doesn't turn into anything too bad as far as rain goes. And they need it. They needed these islands. One thing I remember stood out for me, the Dominican Republic, when I was there, was all the rain barrels. All the houses obviously collect rainwater. So this is beneficial for some to get these rains in. So yeah. All right. Dale, yeah, well, kind of agree with you. All right, well, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Where's Fat Man's Barbecue? Where's that, Brian? What town is that? Is that in Talladega? Talladega. I love it. Brandon, no name. Yep. Talladega is a lot of fun. I love it. So, all right. Cool. Be safe out there. Watch the beaches like Chris says. And, hey, we got a lot of weather out there. Juicy. Rains today. Let's look at this real quick. I always like to end it with that. Oh, then we got to look at Facebook memories. I keep forgetting to do that. All right, so the flow, at least for Florida goes, and we already talked about everybody else, but the afternoon rains have been pretty consistent, building and moving inland. So here's today. There's our storm starting to brew at noontime today on the East Coast. And they get moving across the state. That's the flow again today. There you go. So we got an east to west flow today. East to west flow today. And then tomorrow, there's a little bit of pattern shift tomorrow. High pressure starting to slide down a little bit. So our high, it's actually moving down a little bit. That's going to allow more of a stagnant wind pattern. So tomorrow we're just going to have some popcorn storms happening kind of throughout the day. So it's still, summertime's here. That's all about the flow this time of year. Where are they at? Where are they going? And today they're going east to west. That's all I got to say about that. Right, Kathy? Happy camping, Mary. Thank you. I'm looking forward to doing nothing. Melissa, thank you. Got some new people watching. Hey, what's up, Greg Montgomery? Where are you going, buddy? Did you hear about our hammock promo? You're probably the last to know. So I got the hammock packed in the RV so we can do a nice little hammock photo this weekend. I'm going to find a couple palm trees, and they might even have some down there. I think they do. So we'll be announcing the free ferment generator giveaway with the best hammock challenge. That's kind of what we came up with, Greg, in case you're wondering. Yeah. Karen, hey, Karen, how's it going? Lots of juice out there to watch. Severe storms again today, sticking to the north. And primarily wind and hail. Not even hail, just wind. So there you go today. Tomorrow, a little bit across PA, Ohio, Pennsylvania. And could be a little stormy Thursday. Check this out. This is Saturday. Here's Saturday. That's interesting. Wow, that's interesting. So there you go. We got some storms on Saturday. Could be interesting here to watch out for. That's pretty good outlook 3 days out. That's strong thunderstorms are expected to develop a lot of the Northeast on Saturday afternoon. Damaging winds and hail. Interesting. That's good to know. So if you got anybody in the Northeast, let them know. Saturday could be a little rough. But cool, matey. Greg's going down to SoCal. You're going to take a picture too. Visiting the in-laws a couple days. Yeah, man. I hear you, man. I do too. I got the I got it on here. I can actually pull it up. I think I can pull it up here now. I think I can. I don't know. Let's see if I can find it. So we the biggest challenge on my RV is the awning lights don't like moisture. So usually I have to replace them once a year. But I posted this on our Brew Crew today. So I bought the Bluetooth lights that you can change. They're only like $25 or something. They're so cool because you can change like the patterns, the flashing, the make sunsets. I don't know. So I luckily last night I couldn't believe it. One little strip wouldn't go blue on the red. It would only go red. Blues were out, so I was able to shift the colors. But so anyway, I got the awning ready for the weekend. I don't have to add the new lights. I have new lights coming today because I always got to keep them an extra. Let me see if I can show you what they are. They're really good. I love these lights. They're Jengas or something. I forget what they're called. They are called, oh yeah, $26. Check this out. These are great. These are awesome. They're only $26. But they have an app that you can control. You can make them flash. They have scenes for 4th of July with fireworks. They have like a bazillion different sunsets and sunrises and beats of the music, and very digital. Mo control. So yeah, it's see, look at that. Purchased 4 times. That's because every year I have to buy a new set. But I like them. I like them a lot. All right, that's it. I've been rambling on. I got a lot to do. So have a great day. Thanks for watching as always. Thanks for all the supporters out there, and of course the sponsors like Greg is watching, and our new all our new fans and followers on Twitter and Instagram and even TikTok. So it's cool. We're one big happy family, and we even have snoring dogs. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.